Welcome back, guys, to Trails Through Daybreak, where last episode, our sweep of Oracións before we bring the game to an end continued through South District and into the East District, where we found 3 4SPGs on the board asking us to exterminate monsters, so we started by dispatching the upper levels Veludo Fiends. Having just completed the North District sweep, we now take on another pair of Fiends. Here we go again. Another big monster. Less this time, though. So less turns for them to have. I mean, to be honest, it didn't abyss us last time. A fearsome foe is prowling around. Let's do this! Careful, they look strong. True, but I doubt they will be any match for us. Don't underestimate. We might be in for a nasty surprise here.
Deploying charge! Got it!
Forgive me.
Well, he's attacked both of them now, so doesn't that just mean that they're going to both do abyss things?
Make it count!
Sad. I didn't get a choice in the matter.
This'll hurt. Here goes. This'll hurt.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
I don't think being at range actually helps me with these.
Over here. All for you. Up to you, Reset.
Might want a boost here. Accessing. Initialize.
Oh, I know exactly what I want to do. Oh, cool allies. Oh, there's even more of them now. Ah! They're very weak to wind,
I'll take care
but
of
I don't
them.
have a lot of that. They're kind of weak to fire as well.
Pressure them and move in! Initializing drive.
I have some wind, I guess.
How about floor with them?
Wait, more of them? But man,
There!
I need Agnès. There's a lot of worms.
Activating skill.
Okay, to be fair, they're dead.
I won't lose.
Well, there's a worm right next to me. Worms everywhere.
We needn't go easy on them.
I'm not trying to go easy on them. Did I only get one of them in the end?
Initiating skill.
I guess I'm getting delay.
Might want a boost here.
Depends if that gets hit or not.
Pressure them and move in.
Initiating drive.
I have no clue if you were trying to get to me or not. It looks like you are, actually.
Make it
Got quite a few buffs on the other
This'll
side of
hurt.
things, though.
Stay put.
Soul Sucker Tentacle.
Mr. Salesian. Activating skill.
Huh? Reset!
Let us proceed. I am the shadow. Infernal Hades Blade. Keep going.
It's funny now that I generally can't tell what the difference is between some of the stuff we're doing in terms of is it
Going all in.
Initializing drive.
an S-craft or not. Delay, blind, obsidian, ray, they're weak to it.
Go easy on them.
Certain arts look to be most effective. Activating drive.
Max boost.
I don't need max boost. Normal boost is fine.
Going all in.
Dispatching shield.
You'll be fine, right, Van? They're not countering back in the way they used to. Which is nice.
Activating skill.
In my imagination, was Van doing the most damage for me as well?
Reset!
One skill coming right up.
Here's our chance.
Not quite killed one yet.
Initiating skill.
Here goes.
That looked like it did some fairly good damage.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
What about I just leave to the other side and then watch the worms try to get to me?
This'll hurt.
I like this strategy.
Give it your all.
Think fast. Take this.
I won't let this chance slip by.
The only downside to this strategy, though, is the fact that the worms are going to move.
Going all in.
Reset.
Oh, a 0 up.
They're stunned. One skill coming right up.
Yeah.
123 at this point.
Skill. Here I go. One skill coming right up.
Tap some more.
132. Probably not getting a 4 times bonus, though. I probably could have got, like, stuff I've probably done that might have got me there. I don't know. 2.4 is all. We got an Arc of El Dorado. Okay, that takes care of that. You're right about us being in for a surprise. I'm starting to see a pattern here. Indeed, these monsters are utilizing shard skills, of that I'm certain. But I thought only humans could use those. That was my understanding too. They're supposed to be a special feature of Zypher technology. I mean, it's not that much of a stretch, right? We see monsters that use orbital arts, and they sure as hell aren't packing orbments. I can buy that some of them have the potential to use shard skills too. Wait, they were? What were they using? I suppose it's not inconceivable that they have evolved with our technology, but it's happening too fast. This is getting interesting. Perhaps the answers will come to us after we finish the third request. Should we work on that next? Up to you all. One I'm curious about the whole shard skill thing, but the third request's optional. Bare minimum was to finish 2, so we fulfilled our obligations here. If you guys wiped out, we can leave the last one in some other group. Now you mention it, I'm pooped. Thirsty too. If you guys want to head back to the surface, I could kill for an ice cold drink right about now. I feel you there. Well, we got some time, so if you guys want to take a break and come back later, we can do that. I'll leave the choice up to you all.
Mission accomplished. Great job, you guys.
They're using shard skills. Interesting. Things could get a little bit more complex in the future. If we're ever on the end, because they don't even seem to have to, like, team up to do some of them. Our shard skills don't necessarily need to team up, it just increases the chance. But what if we were on the other end of our own offensive enemy arc feather?
It's go time.
That sounds not so fun. Alright, so South District now to continue with everything, but we've got the East District to check out. Oh. Huh. Who's this? Spriggan, you haven't seen Elaine anywhere, have you? Oh, it's you. What's got you so worked up? Just answer the question. Have you seen her or not? I haven't, no. Did something happen? She's done it again. You're at the guild, right? I want to hear more about this, so I'm heading over. Alright. But be quick about it. I'll tell you more when you get here. That didn't sound good. You seemed perturbed. Should we go right away, or should we wait for the others? Nah, this sounds urgent. Let's get to the guild ASAP. Hey, don't cancel my quest. Okay, I gotta move there myself. Well, something urgent is happening, so let's wait 20 minutes. Plus another quest before we even go there, you know what I mean? So that is the red marker that's appeared there now. Charlene, keep it up. Well, this little event sounds most intriguing and is made possible by foreign royalty, no less. Now I truly will feel like a traveling princess. How could I refuse? Surely I need someone to accompany you, yes? I'll be more than happy to. While it's true that I'll have to mingle with children of lower classes, I can also meet people from other distinguished families as well. It'll be nice to go out and enjoy this. By myself. No! Now that I think about it, Father did say he wanted to develop connections with the people of House Mortier. I wonder if their eldest son will be attending. I think I'll greet him if he's present. Please, just give me another chance. I want to attend this event with you. I went out like I did yesterday, I swear. You totally haven't learned, though.
In our store, you'll find products of only the highest quality.
Well, if you truly wish to go, then I won't
Calvard's
stop you.
noble
Go enjoy
tradition.
yourself, sweetie. Wait, didn't they say the event is being sponsored by
We hope
Central
you enjoy
Easterners?
shopping
Why
with
would
us
they...
today.
Oh, don't worry about that, Mama. Apparently, the man behind it is like super rich and important and stuff.
Indeed.
That's fine then. Super rich man's got your kids going into location. Don't question it. Man behind the event has done a lot of stuff down south. I can't wait to see what it's all about.
Indeed.
Welcome to
I'm
the
surprised
Quincy
my
Department
daughter is
Store,
interested in
a
this sort of
bastion
event.
history and
The fact that
culture.
it's being sponsored by Central Easterners is making me a little wary, I'll
In our
admit.
store, you'll find
But if my
products of
daughter wants to
only
go,
the
I won't stop
highest
her.
quality that uphold Calvard's noble
You
traditions.
should go too. You'd figure out what your
What can I
kids
do
are
for you?
imbibing.
Shopping with us today.
See you
Before you
again.
let them, maybe? I don't know. Not too long ago, I spotted the president's daughter. She hadn't been home in some time. She nodded at me and then disappeared. I thought she looked a little distressed. I wonder if it has something to do with her father.
We have full confidence. We await your next
Because
visit.
Marielle's gone off the deep end and has now taken the kids to a giant meat
Welcome to
grinder.
the Quincy Department
to try and
Store,
reform
a bastion of
Dingo.
history and culture.
I heard from Chief Manager Parla that
In
Elaine
our
is here in
store, you'll
Oración.
find products of
I used to do
only the
maintenance work on her
highest
favorite
quality
sword back in the
that
day.
uphold
I've
Calvard's
heard about her
noble
many
traditions.
exploits as a bracer. Fills me with joy that her sword is being put to good use.
We hope you enjoy
However, I'm
shopping
still
with us
sad to
today.
hear that she's estranged from President Auclair.
Do you need something?
I mean, I could buy some more of these now. But do I need to buy more of these? Is the real question. Could I just wait a little bit?
Please come again.
I think it'd be better for me to bank some money.
Welcome to the Quincy Department Store, a bastion of history and
I heard
culture.
that the president's daughter was spotted near here, but she didn't come this way.
In our store,
She has
you'll
been
find
avoiding me
products
since
of
even
only
before
the
she left
highest
home.
quality
Why could she not
that
understand her
uphold
father's
Calvard's
feelings?
noble traditions. We hope you enjoy shopping.
Now
with
that I
us
think
today.
about it, this year's EGC should be starting up soon. It's quite the show for fashionistas such as myself. I was enthralled by the events in my younger days. It helps expose aspiring fashion designers to all sorts of different styles. If a designer is stuck in the past or too focused on trend chasing, they'll never be able to make clothes that bring out a person's beauty.
Please take a close look. You're
Welcome
always
to the Quincy
welcome here.
Department Store,
So
a bastion
expensive.
of history and culture.
And also less good nowadays, the accessories, aren't they? Well, I did it. I spread the information over the net and in the Royal Guardian like that girl asked. But I'm a little worried about me getting in trouble. This whole thing seems to be blowing up. The editor-in-chief is going to have my hide for this layer, but who cares? I made this choice because I thought it was the right thing to do. Even if I get reprimanded, I won't regret it. I can't remember the last time I was moved to do something by sheer passion. I got my job at the Royal Guardian through connections. Since then, well, I think I've been on autopilot for the most part. So I'm happy that I can do something that I feel strongly about. Hey, if it ends up having an impact, then that's all the better. Can I really join? Jean did come and invite me, so I guess I can. This is really happening, right? Pinch me, I must be dreaming. What's going on over here? Isn't that Agnès over there? Alright, I'll help explain everything to the children. That would be best. As for the other sisters... I wonder what she's doing with one of the sisters of the church. I'm more curious about what they're talking about. It's probably about whatever plan she's come up with. Well, let's leave them to it. We don't need to get in her way. Yes, that would be best. Please do not disparage your hometown so, madame. Your husband is still very proud of this city, and he trusts you so much that he has you acting in his place. Perhaps it's because I've spent so much time in the capital, but I'm beginning to find people's attitudes here to be off-putting. I went to the high society gathering last night, and it felt like the people there had no sympathy for the victims of the attack. I may have been raised here, but I still feel like I can objectively take a step back and see things for what they are. Yes, you've been interested in other places, they've seeped into your DNA in a sense, and you start to see the crap that's going on in your hometown. We'll be holding Memorial Mass today, but I don't expect to see many children there. It looks like they are being invited to some kind of event. While it's important that we mourn for those who have passed on, I understand that we ourselves have to move on with our daily lives at some point. That event may help brighten the hearts of the children. Perhaps this opportunity is a gift from the goddess herself? I'm here to pray again today. I was surprised to hear news of a fun event going on given all that's happened. Perhaps the organizers are trying to cheer people up. If that's the case, I can admire that. It's put a smile back on my son's beautiful face, and if he's happy, so am I. Everything's been super depressing lately, but that event sounds really fun. I even got invited. When my mummy told me to go have fun, she smiled. I haven't seen her do that in ages. Apparently only kids get to go, so I've got to have enough fun for mummy too. I wanted to smile lots more. What are the people from Arteria doing here? Something is off, but I can't quite place my finger on what. Oh, hello. We'll be holding memorial mass again today. Let us all pray for those who have passed on. The people who were dispatched from Arteria are doing an investigation here. Oh, but don't be alarmed. I doubt anything serious is going on. Nothing serious is happening here.
Nothing to do that way.
With the people from the church. I can't see them, though. You wrapped up your stuff here? Yep, I also finished another request at the same time. Oh, and also did your share of the work on it. What the? Are you kidding me, dude? Were you just pretending to be a reckless idiot back in Long Lie? Well, I just wanted to see your skills firsthand back then. You got some nerve, you know that? But I like that about you. Well, guess I'll go chill out somewhere. Thanks for enabling me to be lazy. Sure thing. Because I'm so laid back that it kind of worries me.
Very well.
I figured that since I'm stuck here, I might as well help make myself useful. That's why I wanted to at least help out. Despite everything that's gone down, Kazan's still as lax as ever. It's helped put me at ease, actually. Well, is it lax or is it just knowing when you need to rest and decompress to be able to do your job well when needing to?
Very well.
Ray came along even though we told him not to, but since he's here, we figured we'd put him to work while keeping a close eye on him, of course. Kid's got talent, but I'm still a little worried about him. Whatever. This babysitting crap's a pain in the butt. We're all in the same boat here. Guess I'll just focus on keeping him out of trouble. Alright, we're nearly done this area. Well, actually, there's quite a lot of people focused around the hotel. Many people seemed a bit flustered last night at the social club. They were speaking as though we should be fearful of these recent terrorist attacks. I can understand their concern to some extent, but I believe they are overreacting. Okay, so here's the list of investments for Oracións businesses from people in the capital, and here's the brokerage firm analysis data. Oh dear, this is not good. I don't think those among the social elites are aware of how bad things are. If we can't make up for that deficit... Wait, what deficit? I haven't heard anything about this. There's nothing to be worried about. The Oracións Trust Bank is just facing a little bit of trouble. But we'll rebound in time, I'm sure. Yeah, there's no way they're only facing a little bit of trouble. One look at DuPont can tell me that much. I'm sure doing business in the city isn't easy, but I wonder if there's something deeper going on. There is a line item category that simply says compensation. Compensation for what? I imagine the president knows the answer, but now probably isn't the best time to ask about that. There was a meeting and a social gathering last night. For some reason, the ETWAS representatives that attended looked a little panic-stricken. I hope nothing's wrong. Should I be keeping an eye out for something? After all, it's our job to ensure our guests are relaxed and happy during their stay. Are any of them still here? It sounds like our Kowloon and Marduk guests' reason for being here are quite complicated. It is not our place to pry into their private business, but we would still like to be of service if possible. After all, they are guests at our hotel, and that truth remains unchanged.
Well...
Hello? Now then, let's talk about that contract. Mind going over the technical stuff? I'm afraid that information is confidential, but if necessary, I can ask the general manager if I can disclose it. Cool, you do that. I'd really like to know more about you-know-what. Oh, hey, you guys. For your sake, I hope you weren't eavesdropping. Nah, we caught the last bit, but I doubt any of us understood a word you were saying. And speaking of things I don't understand, why the hell are you two chilling here together? Oh, I'm just hanging with my buddy that comes in. This is strictly business. Our client deemed it necessary that we meet, so we're meeting. That's all. I don't have friendly get-togethers. Kasim, There will come a day when you will have less of those as well, Farida. That is, if you wish to continue walking the path of the warrior. You must learn to be more pragmatic. Remember, even if you've grown fond of a comrade on the battlefield, you will part ways eventually. Anyway, the wet blanket's right. We're just acting under client's orders. Also, I assume, for all I know, they could have an ulterior motive here. I wouldn't know. Ask my superiors. Who could Ikaruga's client be? I've been wondering this since I saw them in Kunlun. In Marduk's case, the contract formed with the President's administration should still be valid. I'm still not clear on why these guys jumped into the fray here, but at least they won't be getting in our way. I've chosen to do things differently from the Kruger. I do not expect you to understand why, just that you accept it.
Indeed.
Indeed. I'd really like to see more of what the Kamsing can do. I wouldn't mind getting to know him more either. I'm sure he's got tons of fascinating stories to tell. And who knows, I'd probably be able to understand him better than most. He and I are kindred spirits after all. Yeah, go ahead. I'd hate to see what your babies are like. Just destroy the world by existing. What you did was incredibly reckless. Had the fixers not come to your rescue, who knows what would have happened to you. I'll admit that I went too far this time. However, that doesn't change the fact that my grandfather doesn't give a damn about me. Am I wrong? Huh? I don't think his inattention is due to a lack of care. His work really does keep him busy. Though I do understand how you feel, I can let him know that your feelings were hurt. Even after everything that's happened, he's prioritizing his meeting with the president of the Quincy Company over checking up on me. Fine, I'd rather spend my time with the High Bloods over him anyway. President Dalty is a very busy man, you see, so he doesn't have a complete grasp on what Lucio has been up to. Perhaps it's time to let him know. But a lack of familial communication is what resulted in this incident, and the only remedy is for them to talk things out. Over the past few days, I've noticed a fair number of braces and shady-looking individuals out and about. Also, the air feels a tad thicker with the police on high alert. They are harming the calming ambience of the city. Our not-so-competent boys in blue are nothing like the royal guards of old. For the last 3 days, we've been ordered to ignore all the Jaegers that are strolling about town. A lot of my fellow officers are a little on edge, and I don't blame them one bit. But also orders, and here they come from the CID. Best to just do as we're told. Okay then. That is this district swept. Let's go back to see if the event bit over here has actually cleared out by now. It looks like some people have left. People changing positions now? The event's still there.
It's so pretty.
These guys have literally left. What the hell? We have a good rep with the people who come here, but there are some who refuse to shop in this marketplace. Oh, that makes sense. Zin was amongst them. It's tough. Maybe I should head out to the capital during the Revolution Festival. I'll bet the people there are more open to uncommon foods, and if I'm right, I could grow my business through word of mouth. I'd also just like to help make the Revolution Festival as successful as possible, especially after the recent tragedy and all. The realization there is that I could have missed talking to them by moving things on by the look of it.
Nothing to do that way.
Whoops. Maybe I did miss speaking to some people some places because of it. That could be a thing. Right, with that done, we go back underground. Hey, wait. Why am I not allowed to go underground?
Time to depart.
You said I could do it later, baby. So I'll hold you to that. The dialogue made it sound like I could go there afterwards.
Nothing to do that way.
I'm worried about Lane gotta stop by the guild first. If I lock myself, that would be hilarious. Well, we've only done sweeping, so I'd be able to get back to where we were pretty damn fast. Still, I want to do that quest too. Main story will advance once you enter the guild. Okay, oh no, wait. It said the main story will advance. It didn't say that I couldn't do it, the quest. Right? It wouldn't be so finicky as like we completed the second quest and we had to go straight to the third one. Would it? Hey there. Took you long enough. Oh, you guys are here too. Yeah, Alvis called and asked us to come back here. So what's the sitch? Is something going on with Miss Auclair? I hear she has gone to see her family. Yeah, that's what she told us initially, but actually, let me start from the beginning. After the third round ended, Elaine returned to the guild. I just thought she was coming here to clear her head. After a bit, she said she was going to go see her folks back home. She looked exhausted, so I told her to enjoy some time off and get plenty of rest. At the time, I just thought she was worn out from all those battles, but now I realize there was more to it than that. Wait, back up. What's wrong with her wanting to go back to see her family? We'll get to that in a second. A while later, a courier named Hermes dropped off a letter from Elaine. I didn't know Hermes was up here. Why a letter of all things? Inside the letter was that sheet of paper. That's the bracer emblem, yes? Yeah, Bracer's always supposed to carry this on her person. Wait, so if she turned that in, then that means... No way. Yep, that's a letter of resignation. She quit the Bracers, but why? No idea. She didn't go into that in the letter. That just seems unbelievable to me. Timing concerns me most. You don't think she went to face Armada alone, do you? Not a chance. That'd be a violation of the rules. She would never do something that'd put the rest of us in danger. Don't think she'd spare that kind of concern for herself, though. So what in the world happened then? Or maybe the better question is, what on earth is she doing? I can answer that one. You know what Elaine's up to? As a matter of fact, I do. Sorry about the hold-up, by the way. I was tied up helping someone else. Elaine came by the guild earlier today. She asked me to do a small favor for her. What? I didn't hear about this. What did she ask? She gave me a flash drive and asked me to verify the authenticity of the data stored on it. Elaine came back here just to ask you to verify some data. Yes, and she left as soon as she got her answer. The data was genuine, that much is certain. So what kind of data was it? That I don't know, not for certain at least. It was all incomplete, but I could tell it entailed multiple mirror transactions, and large ones at that. This is pure conjecture, but I believe the data outlines the financial operations of a criminal organization's primary sponsor. That criminal organization is almost certainly... Armata, right? Yeah. So Elaine's going after Armata's pocketbook. Well, I suppose that's one way to bring them down. But why would she need to leave the Bracers to do that? Shit. I've got a bad feeling about this one. I've got to find her fast. Any idea where she might have gone? She's probably headed to, or has already arrived at, the site of Armata's largest investor. I'm fairly certain the investor in question is a company, but I don't know which one it is. Though I can imagine her target is the person who's at the top rung of their corporate ladder. If you can find that person, you will likely find Elaine. Naturally, they have to be someone who resides in Oracións. Okay, that means we've got 280,000 suspects. Any way we can bring that number down? If they're directing multiple sponsors, they must be someone who's wealthy and in a position of power. So we're likely looking for a celebrity or a company executive. That narrows it down a fair bit. I've got a couple of ideas as to who it could be. Oh? I've been doing an investigation of my own over these last few days. I figured I'd make myself useful while I was up here on the surface. Well, don't keep us in suspense. Who do you think it is? The way I see it, there's two possible suspects. The first is the owner of the Opera House. Her name is Adeline Monange. She's independently wealthy and has deep ties to Oracións' upper crust. Word is, she's got one heck of a bone to pick with people in the film industry. Considering Armada went after 2 film festivals, I think it's entirely possible that she's backing them. The other one is Fernand Audran, Oracións' mayor. Mayor Duran is the head of the conservative faction here, and he's hard on immigrants. He also interacts with descendants of the old nobility. He could be using Armada as a tool to strike at immigrants. The idea is unnerving, I know, but it's not out of the question. Both sound like they could be the sponsor head. Hey, Van, who do you think's most suspicious? You're a local technically, so I'm curious about your opinion. I wouldn't put much stock in it. I was just a kid when I was living here. You've got a good eye, Elvis, but the conditions we outlined could match a couple of other people too. Oh, you're right. And there's one person in particular. Anyway, I can only think of one person who's leading Armada's sponsors. And that person is... Yes. It's so definitely her dad. She got a blooming USB orbital stick that implicates her family as the sponsors of the people who nuclear bombed a place she was supposed to protect. Wait a moment. Did you just say... that would explain a lot, actually. Oh no, that's horrible. I sympathize with her. Well, now that we have our answer, I say we get moving. Yeah, just in case though, we should send people to the other suspects. Can you handle that for us, Elvis? Of course. I'll go help him with that. Good luck with the main target. Thanks. Wait for me, Elaine. I'm coming. And 2 SP? It's pretty simple.